Good day, shipmates. My name is Nate Jones. For those of you who do not know me, I got started today with my credit card. I wouldn't go into a whole lot of detail on what it is that I'm doing with my credit card, seeing that it is a highly personal related issue. However, speaking on personal related issues, I'm actually inviting you on a front row seat into my personal business. So therefore, it is incumbent upon me to speak freely and openly on personal issues. However, due to the nature of credit cards and to the nature of advice as it relates to credit cards, it's a little bit of discipline on my part to restrain myself from speaking too in depth on these matters, because I don't want to give somebody the wrong impression or the wrong advice as it relates to what they should or shouldn't do with a credit card. So therefore, I will withhold some information based on that line of thinking. Nevertheless, today was the first spending that I made on my credit card. I'm 62 years of age, and I'm just now getting around to understanding not only the value of credit, but the proper use of credit. Today was my first spending. Hopefully, as time goes on, I can give you the results of what I have done. I believe, for all intents and purposes, my credit score might be somewhere in the 500s or something of that nature, because the only amount of credit that I was allowed it was 200 pounds. Of course, you know, it's not a lot, but because of my understanding of credit, to me it's like a mustard seed. When placed properly and cared for rightly, what they gave me as a small token can become a lifeline that creates and establishes for me the very thing that I seek. And so I'm actually inviting you on a front row seat to just see what the end is going to be for Nate Jones. Of course, if you are following me and keeping up with me, you know that I have some rock-filled goals that I'm trying to achieve. But in the midst of my achievements and my pursuits and my desires, there is one desire that stands out above all of them, and that is my desire to see Jesus in peace. It is my desire not just to see him in peace, but to be able to go with him on that journey that he offers the world at large. So with that in mind, my journey is subject to his will, to his pleadings, to his direction, and so forth. What I seek to do is one thing. What he tells me to do is another. So with that in mind, come with me on this journey of mine. Right now, as I've told you time and time again, I'm on a raft. One room bunker from homelessness. But with the skills that God has given me, I maneuver my raft in such a way that I can increase my nothingness to something worthy, not just for me, but to all those that labor and long with me for the happiness that I seek, both in this life and in the life to come. I am so thankful for God and what He's doing for me and how far He has brought me in this lovely journey. I am a Bushman. Because of the standing of those things that have transpired in my past. I'm a very rough and tough individual in the sense that I fly by my own rules. I walk by my own desires. And I see things in the way that I process them and understand them. To give you a case in point, my relationship with God is my own personal one because the way that I came to know Him is very unique to me. And I'm not going to get into that right now, except to say that my roughness was acceptable to God. And as a result of it being acceptable to God, I never felt the need to change who I was or who I am as a Bushman. However, God has a wonderful sense of humor, and He has allowed my choices as a Bushman to show me that, yeah, there might be a better way of doing things. For example, my daughter came to me when she was just beyond a toddler. I mean, she was a young girl. I don't want to say a young girl, but she was, she was a little girl. Let's put it that way. And she had gotten an apple from her mother from the fridge, and the apple had a little bad thing on it. And she came to me and said, "Daddy, there's something on my apple," and she wanted it removed. She didn't want to eat the apple like that. She wanted the apple, but she didn't want the extracurricular activity that the apple seemed to be germinating that didn't seem to be palatable to her. So she brought the apple to me to be solved. As a Bushman that I am, and as rough as I am, I took the apple and I bit the portion that she didn't want off and then handed it back to her. She took the apple from me, looked at the apple, then looked at me, and then with her little voice and demeanor, she said, "Dad, we use knives." As she walked away. That and other things similar to that is what I mean when I say I am rough and tough. But, yeah. And those types of decisions throughout my life has not gained for me the popularity, as it were. But at the time, I really didn't care too much about what people thought of me. I was of the mindset, get it done or get her done by any means necessary, as long as you get it done. That was my structure. That was my mindset. That was my personality. I'm 62 years old now, and I'm in a single room. Yeah, because of my roughness and because of my way. So now I'm offering you a front row seat, into my world, where I make decisions not only that's best for me, but might be an eye-opener to you. My name is Nature.